Come on. Let's go, Captain Lindfors. Try again. Hey, everybody. Is there a window open? I feel a draft. Wanted a kiss and call your mother. That was a good one.
Hey, prehistoric.
Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Holy shit, look at that guy on the wrong side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody. Hey! Hey!
What's going on? Joker wants to race. All right, come on, let's go.
Put your window down!
He wants something. He's probably drunk.
You're going the wrong way!
What?
You're going the wrong way!
We're going. Yeah, how could he know? Thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. It is the Dennis and Andy show on this fine Wednesday morning. I just said Wednesday morning.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it. Why did you make me do that shot before the show began? I told you I'm a lightweight.
I know, and we didn't even do the good shot.
I know. I'm like a lightweight like Dave Bautista is. We'll get to him later.
Yeah.
All I know is bring it, Dave. Just saying. Yeah, that's all. That's all we got. We have two exciting guests for you this day. I just saw one in the chat. Mr. Phil is on his way, so that's fine. It was this past weekend. It was the kickoff to football season. And let's just say somebody at this table is 1-0 and off to a fantastic start. And somebody else at this table, his wife slapped him down like the little bitch that he is. Dennis.
Yeah, it was not a great opening. I had the best draft in fantasy football according to all the grades. And I said, but you have to play the game. Mahomes did nothing. I mean, my starting quarterback, my starting running back did nothing. And that set the tone for the entire week. My wife's team, she picked all J's. That's how she
what was her score
her team
in the draft? What was her score?
Oh, she got the F.
That's right. Out of the 12 teams, Dennis got the A. His wife got the F. And look who is 1-0 now. His wife. And I got a D on my draft score, and I'm 1-0. So I'm pretty happy about that. Next week, I play Bart Sears. And right now, we're predicted 50-50. But I think I'll edge him out and kick his ass, too.
And I've got Amish Ninja next week. But I will say, my wife, we all laughed at her. Literally, everybody in the draft laughed at her. Her theory was, I am going to start picking everybody whose name starts with J. And then when she ran out of J's to pick, then the name had to have a J in it. We thought it was funny. She is second place in the league right now. So maybe there's something to this. And then, his wife's in third place.
She got a big,
tells you anything.
She got a D- on her draft.
Yeah.
And I'm in fourth place.
And you know how she picked her players? He's really cute. I like him. I'll pick him. So those of us that actually know football and cite it, we did not fare so incredibly well. Those that have their weird ways of non-sport ways of doing it, so be it.
That's right.
And they worked. It worked.
Chris Moromi, hello.
He was
first one here. Randy Howell in the house. Let's rock. Oh, we will. Stephen De La Vega, Jester, Joe Bernardo, what is up? Let's see. B.A. Turner, Marcus, Hojo, of course, one of our guests.
Look at Randy can swing that 2x4 like Kor-Drath can swing an axe.
Andy can.
And he does that. You know, he took that 2x4, and when he hits me with it, they took a still shot of it, and that's what he uses to draw Kor-Drath with. So my pain is your gain.
That's right. All right. Without further ado, let's bring in our guests. Hello, Hojo.
What's up, guys?
What's up? And of course, Mr. Diaz in the house.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Right before the show, I'm looking at the DM I sent you going, is he pulling an Art to Bear? Does he not know what Eastern time means? Because that's what
different
Art
time zone. I'm sorry.
No, Art missed our show when he was a guest a few weeks ago.
Completely missed.
He literally sent me a message at 4:00 our time, which is 3:00 his time, going, when's the show start? And I said, it's over, Art. Learn how to read. So no,
good thing I have notifications set for your guys' channel, so it popped up and I'm like, oh crap. I thought it was in an hour. I'm like, oh, it's right now. All right.
Yeah, I did that the other night too. It must be going around. Yeah.
I took work off today because I had a day off and I could just choose which day during the week because I'm working this weekend. And so you guys said 3:00 today. I'm like, perfect. I'll just take today off. So
cool.
Oh, that works.
Glad it worked out. Mm-hmm. So I figure what we're going to do is a little different. We'll talk about a campaign, talk about Dave Bautista going on the anorexic diet.
Nice.
And I hear he's stopping the juice, but I didn't know he stopped eating as well. What's the hunger strike there, Dave? And we'll talk about him. Then we'll talk about another campaign. Mr. Hojo, you were here first. If you we'll dive into yours.
Oh,
and then do a little Batista and then round out with Phil's.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And guys, I was just saying, I know some of you had messaged about that Annie and I need to do a football show each week. And, we've talked about it. I'll just kind of throw that out there. The issue we have is just time. I mean, if we can fit it in, it would be a fun fantasy football chat, but we will see if we can swing it.
One day, what I would like to do, and I think we could do this without obviously getting struck, is watch a game. So like I go over to Dennis's place. He's got a huge TV. We just set up the laptop, but we don't have the volume on the TV. So we're reacting to it. We're calling it. I think we could do that without a problem because there's no visuals. And
it would be like
the game.
Like a watch along thing. You could
totally
do that.
Except we would tell the people this is the game we're watching. If you want to watch it along, you can turn your volume down. And then Dennis and I will be the Troy Aikman and Joe Buck for that day. I'll be Joe. I'll be Troy. You can be Joe.
No, Troy.
Nope.
It's an instant hard pass.
You get hard over Troy Aikman?
Nope, it's a hard pass. Will not ever have Troy Aikman anything in my house, near my house, or even imitating Troy Aikman in my house. The great presence of Brett Favre would be looking over us, just walking it'll destroy the TV. So no.
Well, we might have to try that one.
All I'm picturing is Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes.
But we'd have to film it from the back where you see the TV. You can have your head bobbing.
No, we can't see the TV. That's the point, Dennis. You can't show the game.
I hear what you're saying. It's just wrong.
The NFL is bigger than the United States government, Dennis. They would send drones after us.
They'll send Pinkertons to your home.
They're listening to us right now.
Yeah. They would legit drone your house. So let's just talk about this instead. The mythical.
Cool.
So give us a rundown here about this one.
All right, for
And,
those uninitiated, The Mythicals is a horror action mystery that puts Nancy Moon with Level M, which is like a covert task force comprised of creatures from myth and legend. So it's kind of like a little X-Files, a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and like mixed with Wildcats and stuff like that.
Cool.
And so you can read the first 5 pages for free, lettered.
Okay.
The first issue was like an introduction to the team. Like, she's being chased by somebody. A demon attacks her, and they show up the team, and then she finds out she's got powers. Issue 2 is like the second half of Men in Black, where she finds out that it's a lot bigger than what she thought. Like the job, it's like monsters actually working there. We have a talking cat who cannot stand these people. All he wants to do is go through his library and read. And then with issue 3, now that we have everybody under one roof, we get to dig into like a case, like what a normal day at Level M's like, and it's going to be a crazy day. And so with issue 3, we got Dan Kemp to color this Jimmy Reyes inked piece.
Oh, nice.
Dimitri Nastos, he did the wraparound for issue 2, and so I liked him so much, brought him back for this one, and he knocked this one out of the park. So it's a close-up of the cat with the reflection of her in the eyeball there.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
And then Alan Goldman turned this gem in. He hates the negative space, so we had to move some papers around, some stuff around to get the logo in there.
Yeah, Goldman's, man, he crushed on this. He's been doing a lot of covers, and I mean, just pinup work and stuff. Always see him around posting.
Yeah, I just saw it. Well, not now. He'll get fined like $100,000 if he posts on Twitter now.
Oh yeah, he's in Brazil, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's got to move over to Facebook.
That's a nightmare.
It's funny. I was getting like messages from all my buddies from Brazil being like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to message you on Twitter anymore."
I was like, "What'd you do?"
I gotta hit you up on Instagram or Facebook. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
With the guys in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw him do a cover, like a pinup of like Havoc from X Factor, like he's like blowing up this like big I-beam or something. And I was just like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And so we got to talking. Dave Brink introduced us, and he nailed it. And so if you're new, you can get all 3 issues right now for $25 plus shipping. And it comes with the wraparound cover. And thanks to Phil Diaz, I probably wouldn't be here because I found Dan Dahl through Phil.
What?
So he did that first cover. And
yeah, dude, that cover is awesome. Dan.
And Peter Gilmore did the.
Well, that was a look of surprise.
I know.
I do what I can.
Yeah. And we got some trading cards you can add on. I got 2 metal ones there. Done layouts by Pixel Trader. Eric Hodson did some of the art. And Stefani Renee did the werewolf before I don't know where he is now.
Vanished.
Yeah. And I got a collection of all the pinups we've done so far. I do a lot of classic rock and roll stuff. I did a Rush pinup last campaign, and the Jimi Hendrix one on the first one. On this one, I did like a David Bowie homage.
Nice. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
With the lightning ball on her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Now, I got a question.
Sure.
Because this is 1 through 3. Mm-hmm. Am I remembering wrong? Are you combining stuff, or is this 1 through 3 never been done before? Like 1 never had. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I did a campaign for each one.
You did. Okay, this campaign is to get off
for number 3, but like I mean, for the new people, I dropped the price by $3. So issue 3, if you've got all the other 2, it's only $10.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Because I was like, wait a second, 1 through 3, I remember this. This has got to be like the follow up. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. So
I told Dennis that. He goes, Andy, you're just going crazy again. Get off the opium. And I'm like, dude,
it is true. I did tell him that.
But there was a David Bowie.
Insists on using opium. So.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I might actually bring that back, and if people who missed out on because that was like an exclusive. We were the first 25. So
nice.
I might bring that back, and if you want to add it onto your order, just a couple bucks or something.
And did I see you're doing sketch covers as well, like blank covers?
Yep. I only printed 100, I got some left over, so I dropped the
Awesome.
price on those two. It's an
I
add-on.
always wanted to do that stuff.
And I did on the inside, I did like a red ink, like a number, so each one's individually numbered.
Cool.
So
That's badass.
Have you been able to see the quality of what the stock will be for the sketch cover?
I
Because
got
sometimes,
I got them. I got them.
oh, you do? Okay, so
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
it's
good?
nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah.
It's not that gloss crap which nobody can draw on.
Yeah, I know. I talked to guys like Shelby Robertson. He does a bunch of sketch covers, even like Dan Dahl. He's like, yeah, some companies have better stock sketch covers. He's like, if usually if you check the inside cover, if it's like has an ad on there, it doesn't really take well to ink or paint because it's already saturated on the back with ink.
Right.
So little tips on that.
Yeah, a lot of well, when I see Marvel and DC do a sketch cover now, what they used to do, it was just the sketch cover, and then you opened it and it went right to the first page.
Right.
Recently, I've seen you open the sketch cover and it's the first page. It's not the first page; it's the actual cover.
Oh,
so they're actually printing a sketch, that blank over top.
Oh,
which I actually like that.
Yeah, I
that's
think
not a
that's
bad deal.
cooler as
You
well.
get the cover as well. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I'm stealing it.
Something to keep in mind.
That's a cool picture right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So yeah, and the guy for issue 2 that did the interiors, he's working on this book called Superman. You might have heard of it for Todd McFarlane for his figures. So like schedule wise and probably rate wise, I couldn't have come back so quick with issue 3. So I pivoted to the guy that I was going to replace the issue 1 guy with. So it kind of just fell into place. He was like, "Oh man, I'm so there. I've already worked on the character designs. I'm familiar with everything. We're good." So we picked up where we left off, and so he sent me this inked piece, like traditional. I got it over there in the room, and just as a thank you.
Oh, nice.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then sent me like this colored. I'll go ahead and stop this. Hold on a second.
And you said this is the guy doing the current one.
No, this is the guy with the old one. He's on Superman now. I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
This is the issue 2 guy. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
Alexandre Nascimento. He's
I'm
probably butchering it, man.
Oh, there
he
I don't know. I think you pronounced it right on.
Yeah, I think
I
so
would have
too.
totally messed that up just looking at it.
and he sent that too as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was nice of him. He was a good guy, man. It just schedules, I got a schedule to keep, and I can't lax. I want to get the story out there. So, it was a nice little thank you. So I got that on the campaign, like the original art for that. So definitely never working on I wouldn't say never working on the Mythicals again, but not anytime soon,
Right.
He's got an agent and all that stuff now.
That happens.
Yeah.
You went to the big time.
Part of the game, man.
Part of the game.
Can't dwell on it.
Well, it looks good. If you didn't get it, go check it out and support them. Back it. It's at Fund My Comic, which is what's it been now? A year and a half with Fund My Comic, or less than that? Or?
A little bit over that, maybe.
A little bit over that.
I don't know.
2 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's just over a year because I launched about 18 months ago the first book, and it wasn't even created yet.
Okay. So go check out Fund My Comic, just obviously for his campaign and other ones. It's a new platform doing well and it's growing.
Yeah, we're gonna do the other platforms too. That's I kind of have to,
Right.
Yeah.
So
Do the circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many pages is this new one?
Oh, the new one we increased it, so it's 28 pages for $10.
Cool. That's good.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
So
Hey, Joe Bernardo's asking, it says, Phil, are you getting ready to cosplay Wolverine for Halloween? You look like you're sporting the Wolverine hair. Hey, I've seen you cosplay before. You've had Wolverine, the cigar, the claws, right?
Oh, wow.
I've taken some pictures. I haven't gone to any cons with it though yet. I get it a lot, and it's kind of getting to the point like in public, people are be like, "Hey man, you must like Logan," and then it's getting annoying now. Like,
so now it's cool. It's not cool anymore.
It's not cool anymore. Yeah.
So after they say you must like Logan, you should follow up with Logan Paul. I don't
Logan
get
Paul. No. I always tell him I'm more of a Gambit guy, which is true. I prefer Gambit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd say maybe just throw a patch on one of the eye patches. Maybe that'll throw him off.
White suit. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because they wouldn't understand unless they're true fans.
But you can't be Gambit because your face isn't pudgy enough like Channing's
Channing
was.
Tatum?
In the movie.
I mean, Channing Tatum. I
I
mean,
was up with
boy,
that.
who thought he could have pulled off Gambit other than him?
Yeah. I mean, I thought all kidding aside, I thought the movie was
I liked it.
fantastic.
Yeah, I
His
loved
character
it.
was kind of a
Twice.
shit post, though.
What's
Yeah.
that?
His character was kind of like a shit post.
Yeah, it
Like
was
making fun
trolly.
of
It was
it.
for sure. I like
Yeah.
that they played into it and
Mhm.
and made a joke about it.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Well,
I thought
that and they did that with Blade too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will only ever be one Blade.
I know.
I hope they do. I hope they bring him
Simultaneously
back.
killed the
There's like
movie.
rumors that Marvel's now scrapping the Blade
Yeah,
movie.
I know. It simultaneously killed that movie that was already being rewritten.
Crazy.
Well, the
Yes, for the third time.
I know.
Now, this isn't a rumor. I read this yesterday. So if whoever hasn't heard this, it's
Yeah.
breaking news. But talk about a long time between a sequel. Spider-Man 4 is going to start filming in 2026 for a release in 2027. The director of Shang-Chi is going to be directing it because they scrapped the sequel to Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to put him in Spider-Man 4 as well. So he's in another movie. And then the rumor is also Daredevil might make an appearance too in it. But just the fact that it's like, hasn't it been 2 years since the last Spider-Man movie now? And the next one, Spider-Man 4, is going to be
Maybe longer.
2027.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hope we get Sydney Sweeney Black Cat in that.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I really wasn't going to be all that excited for a Black Cat.
Yeah.
And until they said
Sydney
Sweeney.
Sweeney, I'm like,
Sure am now.
might work.
Yeah.
She's
That
my
would be good.
answer for every reboot now.
Yeah.
Dude, she was at a premiere. I can't remember what it was. It was just a couple weeks ago or a week ago. I saw the photos of it. And I mean, she was wearing a dress, but it had the same cut that the original Black Cat costume has, which really cuts down low right below. And it was like, yep, you'd be a great Black Cat. Perfect. Nobody will look at your face in the movie, but you would
Sign
be a
me
great
up.
Black Cat.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
They just have to
Exactly.
retcon that what was the Madam Web film she was in, right? Just forget about that.
Oh. Yeah, wasn't that issue 194? Her first appearance?
Oh, Black Cat
Yeah.
of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Spectacular. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
What a good character.
But
Could be.
yeah, it is. I could definitely see that one.
I mean, you know, Rachel says, and I don't disagree. I liked her as Jessica Carpenter Spider-Woman. Yeah, I thought she looked good. That Madam Web was a shit movie.
It was just so badly written.
But the few times you saw the characters in costume, you were like, oh yeah, they look good. They did a good job with the costumes.
Yeah.
It's just awful. So
I think that's one of the lowest rated movies we've ever, because we do our movie reviews every week. Before we go to the theater and see one. I think that was one of our lowest rated ones ever.
yeah.
And we went in there kind of wanting to like it, but just couldn't.
No.
That's the
Bring up
worst
you got Batista
Yep.
shots there you want to bring up.
Man, Batista.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
He's doing some movie that's coming out soon that actually looks like it might be fun.
Oh,
Like-
you're talking about the one where he takes the hit out on himself?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that comes out this week as well.
Oh,
it
cool.
looks really fun.
Yeah.
He
it's a fun premise.
he definitely filmed that between the photo on the left
Yeah.
and the one taken like a few days ago or last week.
Yeah.
Because Dennis and I were talking about this before the show. I remember reading an interview and hearing him say he wanted to slim down because muscle's heavier. He doesn't need to be that size anymore. He's not playing Drax anymore. And he said he wants to lose some weight. And I heard he lost like 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the movie reviews we did was for My Spy 2.
Just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And that he filmed last year. And he was definitely smaller.
Yeah.
Because we
on the
commented on
yeah.
it during the review, like he lost a lot of weight for this movie. And when this new picture came out, wow. Because that was filmed a year ago. He just is shedding everything.
Crazy. Like I'm I asked my girlfriend, like, have you seen Batista now? She's like, that's got to be Photoshop. That can't be what he looks like. Like, his head is too big. And I mean, I was talking about this on my Monday show with my buddies, and they're like, why does he have those pearl necklaces on? Is it like,
yeah, that's the worst part. Okay.
I just keep hearing the ZZ Top song in my head.
Two parts about this look I can't stand. And it has nothing to do with weight. It's the pearl necklaces and the plunging neckline.
The blouse. It's a blouse. It's a tube top. It's a tube top.
I think, I don't know. He might have one of those tank tops, which is like a straight line tank top. I have some of those. They're like dress tank tops. Yeah. It makes it look like a blouse.
See, I was thinking he had a lot of extra skin around his neck, so the pearls were somehow trying to get you to look away from the skin. But in my mind, it actually puts my eye focus on his neckline now.
Yeah.
He should be like, "Hey, asshole, my face."
But here's the other thing, though. Like, he was born the same year we were, 1969. But he was born in January. I'm November. He's December. So basically a year apart.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks more than a year older than us.
Yeah.
I asked my wife, I said, serious question. You know Dave Batista? She goes, yeah. I said, have you seen this picture? And she's like, oh my God, is that real? And I was like, yes.
It's everybody's first reaction.
And then I was like, seriously, serious answer. Who looks older, him or I? And she's like, oh no, he does. You know, and she's not saying by like a decade or anything, but still, you know, he's 55. He looks like he could easily be 60 in that picture. You know, 35 to 40, not a big deal. 55 to 60, a little bigger of a deal.
Hard living catches up to you, man.
Past Master Dan in the chat said, let's see what he's saying, that it's got to be some, someone was saying, oh, here we go. Someone is paying him to fem it up. Illuminati humiliation ritual. Yeah, that's right. That's what my kind of first thing was too. Like Hollywood, you know, demasculinized. Like it's like, hey, Batista, if you want bigger, more, more popular roles or more serious, dramatic roles, you got to tone down the masculinity. Maybe. Yeah.
Well, then that means John Cena should be next. Maybe. Maybe he'll have to apologize in Chinese or something. Oh, wait.
Well, remember, he did that coming out naked on the award ceremony. Everyone was that was.
Yep.
I mean, the movie that he's promoting here is called, I think the trailer's not out yet, but I am interested from reading about it. It's called The Last Showgirl. It stars Pam Anderson, who, after a 30-year, stint in Vegas, the show was just canceled, I guess, abruptly or something. He's a manager in it. Who else is in it? There's a couple other. Oh God, I'm blanking on other actresses in it.
She's his agent or something like that.
He's her agent,
and he's got AIDS, and he's dying or something like that. No, I mean, so he's really.
That's a Matthew McConaughey movie.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Well, it's like Philadelphia. Okay, so I'm just saying that maybe he's working on a role where he has to look like that.
I like Raging Bull.
So when we saw him on My Spy 2, I was like, okay, this is the trimmer. He's still got muscle and stuff like that, but he's losing weight. Great. My first reaction seeing that compared to what we just saw him in is like, that's too much weight. And my fear is that, there's actually something wrong with him. We don't know. Maybe he just really wants to get down. But boy, just looking at, like you said, he's aged considerably. And now we know it's Hollywood. And maybe without all the makeup, he really kind of looks like that, even as a bigger guy. I don't know, because I haven't seen him without makeup on.
When you live that lifestyle, let's say that you put chemicals into your blood to be bigger.
Yeah.
Once you maintain that for so long, and then once you stop doing it, Schwarzenegger is a good comparison. He's a good comp. Look at him. He kind of looks.
I don't know. Now seriously, we were talking about that earlier, and Schwarzenegger's 70, early 70s, maybe 75, something around there. Schwarzenegger has lost obviously size, but he still has it. Like you can tell.
Yeah.
I don't even look at, like, if you just showed me this picture of him on the right, how he looks now, I don't know if and said, do you think this guy, I don't know how I'd phrase the question, but it's basically like, I don't think from looking at this picture, I would have ever been like, oh yeah, this guy used to be a big ass bodybuilder. Because he basically was, when he was at the peak.
Oh, dude, when I first saw him for the first time, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we were just literally going through pictures of Sylvester Stallone when he was younger till what he is now, even with the arm listing, and he doesn't take anything anymore. And then Schwarzenegger and his son, with his son doing some of his iconic poses and stuff going side by side. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno. I saw him a little while ago, and Lou still looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he works out every day, all day.
Yes.
I mean, not all day, but every day.
Yeah.
Arnold skipped some days.
Yeah.
He skips. Well, look at a guy like Jesse Ventura. He was huge in the 80s, and then he got sick. He couldn't wrestle anymore. He started doing commentary, still built. Look at him in like Predator. And then when he went and did his politics, he got really fat. Right?
Yeah,
he was, governor, and then now he's like thin and old. Yeah, I mean he's old, of course, but like he's old guy thin.
And then he just went crazy.
Yeah, now he's.
But like you look at Ric Flair, he was never like. I mean, he did steroids. I mean, he'll tell you he did it a couple times, but like, he just got flabby at the end, But now, I see videos of him all the time now, working out, getting back in shape. So he was kind of consistent. There was no dramatic loss like.
Well, that's the weird thing about it. That's right, and that's the weird thing about this too. And
it's so fast.
It's so fast, and usually if you drop it so fast, it's from what I've seen, it's kind of like you said, because you were so big, when you lose it that fast, the muscle might go away, but the skin doesn't have that place to go. So it's like. It's kind of flabby, but looking at this photo of him, I mean, that's a tailored suit.
Yeah.
And
it's black too, so I can't really tell definition.
So one of the things we were talking about, if you look at, old Dave, look at his hands. Those are definitely his hands. And then you can see he's got smaller wrists, right? And then it just bulks up and you can see the curvature going right up along it. Now compare it. I mean, there's not even any bumps in it like muscle. You can see his chest line, and then you can see his chest line in here because even though he was a big guy, it was big chest. He's got a smaller waist, so that's in there. You can still see his chest line, but it's like all of his muscle just disappeared. And in the neck and everything, it's the same thing. Solid neck going straight down. And now from where the neck would come straight down, now it's all vertical neck down to shoulder.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I found this other picture here.
Well, I'd say before the show, Dennis said, quote unquote, I think I will challenge him to a fight if I ever see him face to face now.
Arm wrestle, right?
I'll just go up and punch him right in the face. I'll probably knock him out, and that's that. And then I can say I beat Dave Bautista. I was like, well,
I would never do that to Dave.
Wow.
Now, I will say this. I met him in the early 2000s backstage at a WWE show, and I was with Rob Hunter. And at the time, we're friends with Al Snow, so he's the one that got us backstage, whatever. He was introducing us around to people, and Dave walked up, and he's like, hey, Dave, I'd like to introduce you to my two buddies. Very nice guy. Really, not super quiet, not like a whisper, but kind of soft spoken and stuff. Maybe like Superman, he purposely tried not to crush our hands when we shook hands because I wasn't like, oh, so lighten up a little bit, pal.
Yeah.
But really nice guy, joked around really well. We were walking. I told Dennis this before, and you got to know Rob Hunter to really picture this in your head. But we were like walking down a hallway, backstage, whatever. And, once Rob gets a feel for somebody, he'll start busting balls. And he was like, you don't want to go with this. I would take you down, Dave, and just like doing this stuff to him. And Dave was cracking up. It was it was great. I mean, he was such a nice guy.
You can see Rob doing
It
it.
was such a nice guy.
Is Al Snow a comic fan?
Huge comic book fan. Yeah.
So
Really? I didn't
that's
know
crazy because I was years ago, and it's probably over 10 years ago now. I was at C2E2 dressed as Lobo, and I walked past, and he was there signing stuff or whatever. I walked past his table, and he took a picture with me. He's like, "Hey, let me get a picture with you."
Oh, yeah.
He was tabling with right next to Kevin Nash. And then I
Oh,
talked to
cool.
Kevin Nash as a monster. But yeah, it was super cool. I got a picture with Al Snow.
He used to carry that
Yeah,
head
dude.
around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Al is that's how I met him. Quick story. It was 2000, just moved to Tampa to work at CrossGen. And you know, I wasn't actually working there yet. It was starting the next week, whatever. And I found a comic shop on Google. Well, there's no smartphone. So I found a comic shop somehow.
Sure.
Told my wife, hey, I'm going to go check out this store. I'll be back. And I go into the store and I see, you know, who came to be Al Snow. But the funny thing is, I thought he was, oh man, I'm blanking on the tag team duo. It was a white dude, big guy, mustache, longer hair like Al, who was from Texas. And his tag team partner is this big black guy.
Oh, the Acolytes.
Yeah, but
Ron
what were their
Simmons?
individual names?
Ron Simmons.
Bradshaw.
And Ron Simmons.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought it was Bradshaw, right?
Mhm.
But I didn't say anything. But, you know, he's looking. So he's going to check out. And I thought to myself, I should say something, say hi, say something. And he was walking out. And I thought, if I don't, I'm going to regret it. So I just said, hey, you know, just want to say I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, he wasn't rude, but he had his foot in the door. Like, okay, I want to say hi. I'm going to move my foot so the door shuts and I'm going to my car. And he's like, oh, hey, you know, thanks, you know, nice to meet you. And I said, yeah, I said, you know, I love wrestling. I said, you know, I actually draw comics for a living. Dude, he turned, because his body was kind of that sideways to you.
Like,
So that disinterested type of thing. Total turnaround. So face to face. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. I've loved comic. We talked for like a half hour. He's like, yeah, we're in town tonight. He gives me his card. He writes on it his phone number and email. And he's like, you want some tickets to the show tonight? And I said, oh, that'd be great. So he hooked me up with a couple tickets. And yeah, we've been friends ever since.
Oh, right.
So
That's a good story.
Al's a great guy. I mean, just great. So.
Oh, Damon Red Robin lived in Tampa. He was quiet, but he drove a Hellcat Charger. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw this picture, and maybe this was some speculation online. He's going out for a new role in the James Gunn DC movies as Dr. Hugo Strange here. So,
oh, you know what? I'll be honest. At first, I thought you were going to pull some tranny chick up.
I did.
To bust our balls, but that would actually work, especially with the facial hair. The way he's growing, just the goatee and stuff.
yeah,
It works right there.
It really does.
I mean, he'd have to lose the pearl necklace for me personally.
yeah. Get rid of that necklace, dude.
Yeah, because Dennis told me before the show he'd give him a pearl necklace. All right.
my
I'm like,
God.
whoa, that's Dave
Dennis.
Batista, Dennis. Don't talk like that about him.
You
Just
know,
because you have those
you know.
proclivities doesn't mean Batista does.
If you do that, now Dave's never coming on the show. Thanks, Andy.
Oh, you know, anytime. Anytime. But no, so that's a real rumor you heard?
So with people, I think it was just fan stuff. People were putting it together, like, oh, he looks like he could pull this off.
Did you guys see that Josh Brolin turned down the Green Lantern role?
Really?
Yeah, good
Oh
for
no,
him.
I did not see that.
I didn't hear that. Yeah, I didn't hear he turned it down. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, you know what I say to that? Good.
That's what I
Not
said.
because
Good
I
for
don't
him.
like Josh Brolin, but because Josh Brolin's like 56 or 57.
I know,
and if you're
dude.
going to play Green Lantern for a while, how about you cast somebody that's around 40?
He would have
Yeah, I was
made
gonna say
a great old man Hal.
Yeah, like Parallax, like the
Yeah.
most evil, or with that was it Kingdom Come where he's got
Kingdom
that big
Come.
knight suit?
Yeah, where he's up.
Oh,
the
yeah.
big
Yeah.
shoulder pads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But I think I heard some people talking about it. I think they're going to like he would have been like a side character, like not the main character, maybe like a mentor figure to a new Green Lantern or something like that.
I even think Nathan Fillion, he's a little too old for Guy Gardner for my taste, but
Dude,
Oh yeah, he looks
honestly,
weird.
Yeah.
those
That's-
still shots.
well, I
with
know
that-
it's pre-production, but man, that's like
Yeah.
CW
Dude, that-
level for me.
I appreciate them trying to pull off the Guy Gardner haircut from the comics. And I
Yeah.
guess they even gave Nathan a prosthetic on his nose.
I think so.
And I saw
Yeah.
something the other day that there was this guy. I'd never heard of him. I've seen him in things. His name's like Jesse Plemons or something.
Yeah.
They said he would have been a great Guy Gardner, and somebody photoshopped the bowl cut on him. I was like, oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I could
Like,
see
how can you people not get this right? And like random internet people can.
Well, you know what? Jesse Plemons, too. I first saw him on Friday Night Lights, the TV show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Same with, the guy, Michael, what's his face, that plays Creed.
Mhm.
He was in the first Black Panther. He got his start, I guess, his big break maybe on Friday Night Lights, the show. And, Jesse Plemons on the show played I want to play football, but I'm kind of a nerd, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He is one hell of a character actor.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw him in that show Fargo. Man, he
Yes.
almost stole the show in that season.
dude, if he doesn't I think he's got a bright career ahead of him in regards to possibly, if he gets the right role, scoring an Emmy or an Oscar.
Mhm.
He was in Civil War, right?
Yeah, that was the dude in
Yeah.
the trailer with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the highlight of the movie.
Yeah.
You know how he got in it?
Hmm.
His wife is who was Kirsten Dunst, right? Is that who the actress
I don't
was in
know.
Civil War?
Yes.
That's his wife.
Oh, well, she was his wife in Fargo too.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she asked him. She's like, "Hey, we got this. We need an actor for this one role. It basically is a 1 or 2 day shoot.
Hmm.
You're here with the kids anyhow, hanging out. What do you say?" And he was like, "Okay."
Huh.
What the hell?
And he really was the best. It really was the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, he is a great actor. So here's a question, and we'll go to your campaign, Phil.
Mhm.
We've now got The Rock, we've got Cena, we got Batista, right?
Mhm.
All ex-wrestlers, retired wrestlers, making movies. We'll go around the horn. We'll go last. So Hojo, you'll go first. Rank them 1 to 3. Obviously, 1 being the best in regards to acting, 3 being least, worst, whatever.
Hmm.
I would put Batista first because
Mhm.
he does have some range. The Rock plays The Rock playing whoever, even as Black Adam. And then who was the other one?
Cena.
Cena.
John Cena.
I mean, I never saw John Cena wrestle because I was out of the game by then. But what little stuff I've seen him in, like he's pretty much where The Rock was in the beginning. He's stuck on comedies. He can't make anything else really, I don't think. So it just takes some time,
Okay. Phil?
Yeah, I kind of agree like with the Cena Rock thing because it's probably pretty like all the stuff he's been doing is comedies, except for I never seen those Marine movies. Did you guys ever see those?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
like his first stuff because that was
Yeah.
produced by WWE.
Yeah, he
Right.
did something where he was like in a helicopter or something. He was like a fireman or something.
Yeah. But I did see I guess it was this year, a comedy that Cena was in. It was like Vacation Friends or something like that.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2,
On
and
Hulu, yeah.
I think I watched the newest one, but that was pretty funny. I like that movie was pretty good. He was good at him. At this point, I feel like now The Rock has almost fallen back to the last of all those because all the stuff that he's putting out has been very one note and the same, and to the point where I just don't even see them anymore,
Right.
and he's just playing himself. There was one film early on The Rock did called Fast. Is it called Fast or Drive? where he plays the getaway driver and his brother's like a thief, and then his brother gets killed, and it's this revenge story where he's kind of dumb too, like he's like the dumb brother, doesn't really talk much, but it's a pretty good revenge story. But I'd probably at this point put The Rock the third on the list, probably Batista, then Cena, and then The Rock.
See, and I kind of agree with you there. I would, Batista's number one for me. He's got a better range.
Yeah.
I still have The Rock as two because, you know, again, but this is all early on. You know, he was the police officer and in the serious role. And, you know, another one that was good. And then he gets into Jumanji, and it's not as much comedic as he's kind of just playing a straight man in that one. And then he's got his comedies, you know, Tooth Fairy and things like that were out. And, you know, they're all good. And I guess I put Cena at 3 because he right now is kind of what The Rock was early on. His movies are all pretty much one note now.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to say. I would like to see what these guys could do in a serious role. Something like I said, The Rock's at least had a couple, and they were good enough where, you know, that's why I would rank Rock number 2.
So I would go. We're all in agreement. Batista number 1, because of the range. I've seen him in comedies like My Spy, and where the second actor in the movie's a kid. You know, the first My Spy, she was 9. Now she's like 14 or 15, and he plays real well off of him. Great chemistry, even with the rest of the cast. We saw him in a drama, knock on the cabin or knock at the cabin door, whatever Joe talked about. We saw that. Totally different movie, totally different character. And that's back when Batista was still jacked out huge, but just the character he played, it worked. So yeah, I think out of the 3, he will pretty much always have the better range because he's been doing it less than The Rock has. I mean, what? Cena's big break, or not Cena, Batista's big break was what? Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
That's a decade ago. The Rock's been doing stuff since probably early 2000s, if you go back to Scorpion King.
Scorpion King, yeah.
Yeah.
He had that cameo in the Mummy.
Yeah. So The Rock has at least 7-8 years on him acting wise.
Best animated actor ever.
And I will say, Walking Tall, because I see in the chat, Walking Tall was good.
It was.
The Rock had done other things, but I think the majority, like we're all saying, stuff The Rock's done is just an amplification of who he is already.
Yeah,
you know?
it's so oversaturated with just trash. You know, like he did that Jungle movie for Disney that no one saw.
Jungle Cruise.
Was it Journey? Yeah, Jungle Cruise. Yeah,
Jungle Cruise. He did Skyscraper. He had like one leg or something. I didn't see that.
Did he do Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Rampage.
Yeah.
Yep, Rampage.
But I will tell you, I think both Alison Brie and Betty Gilpin were much better. They should be at the top of that list. I mean, we are doing actors that are playing wrestlers, right?
Yeah, Alison Brie. So
Glow, because Glow was phenomenal.
Glow was. So Batista was in Riddick, apparently, you know, secondary type, third, tertiary character, I'm sure, because I saw that movie. I don't remember.
But, yeah, I mean, we were there for Vin Diesel.
Yeah. So I think Batista.
Hotel Artemis is my favorite Batista movie.
Which one?
Artemis.
Hotel Artemis, where he plays like a nurse.
Oh yeah.
He runs, like for the criminals, all that. It's kind of like
Dude,
a John
he's
Wick
been in
movie.
so much. He plays different characters. It really looks like he's trying to choose roles. The latest movie
that's when I
just
took notice of him. I'm like, yeah, he's doing something, man.
Well, this latest movie where we showed him all thinned down, because I'm pretty sure that's how he looks in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's playing a
agent,
manager or whatever in Las Vegas. John Cena and The Rock, man, that is a really close call for me for second and third, because The Rock, Walking Tall, that was different. That wasn't him playing The Rock.
Yeah.
I think where he made a mistake, and it doesn't show box office because the guy just rolls it in with the box office, but when he did the Rundown, which is still my favorite Rock movie, he said, and he did, that when he got out of wrestling, he was going to slim down so he could play more typical leading man, but buff leading man.
Yeah.
So in the Rundown, he did. He lost weight. He was still in shape, but not exaggerated like he is now, which is all natural for a guy that's 50 something. And every movie now, though, it's just like, man, it's just, you're just jacked, huge, playing the same type of guy.
Again, wasn't it for Moana?
Yeah. Well, aren't they doing a live action of that?
They are.
Yeah, but then
or
he
Moana
should,
too.
If they're doing a live action of Moana, he should bulk up more, but then not be cut. Because in Moana, the animated, the dude's big, but he's
That gristle on.
Yeah.
But so I'm torn because like Cena's done a few dramatic things that have been okay, but I actually think Cena's comedic timing is better than The Rock's.
The Rock, like the funniest he's ever been for me, and it was only like a bit. It was the other guys when it was him and Samuel Jackson. That,
Oh yeah, that was such
that's
a
probably
small
the funniest he's ever been. He was like, "Are you dating Kim Kardashian?" It's just a rumor, but yes.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, that's a good point. That is, but yeah. So I think Cena has a comedy on it's Amazon Prime now. Is it called? It might be called The Lottery or something with Awkwafina, where basically it's in the future, just not too far, 2030, and in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, in Los Angeles, if you win the big lottery, people have 24 hours to kill you, and if they do, and they collect your card, the lottery card,
it's theirs.
It's theirs, and they win the money.
And they actually have drones overhead,
like
drone
to show
thing
where you're at,
and everything.
Yeah.
So
that's where video gaming is headed.
That's crazy.
So he plays the guy that is there to protect Awkwafina because she was the winner without realizing she was the winner. And, he just wants a cut. And then, of course, Shang-Chi winds up being the other competitor company that's there to save lives.
So in his comedic timing, I mean, he's got good comedic timing. And Peacemaker, I mean, look, I like Peacemaker. I thought he was great, and I thought the person that stole the show in Peacemaker was actually the dude that played Vigilante. So,
yeah,
they're
doing season 2.
They're shooting it right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what's.
Hey Phil, are you going to be pulling your campaign up?
Yeah, pull your campaign up, and we'll get on that one now. He also did good parts in Planet 51 and Journey to San Andreas. Yeah. I don't know. I'm tied with seeing. I can't.
Planet 51. I didn't see.
Yeah,
that Rock movie I was talking about earlier. It's called Faster, and Billy Bob is like a detective in it.
What year was that?
Billy Bob Thornton.
I think I just had
because now I want to see it.
Faster. Hold on. Faster Rock. 2010.
Oh, okay.
That's a while ago.
Yes.
Well, that's when he was still, no pun intended, hungry, I think, and really trying to establish himself as an actor. I think what could have happened with The Rock, with the roles he's doing now is, one, he's making huge paydays. Two, he's like, well, I've established myself. Now, I mean, what was it? I don't think it was last year, but it was the year before. Highest paid, actor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. But all right. Psycho, The Rock could play, and I know, I forgot his name. The purple guy there.
Krim? Yeah. Yeah, you just need some body paint. Yeah, Krim is back. This is our new book. We just delivered the Lost Pages 3 a few months ago, like 5 months ago, and it was all about Krim and Jazz.
Oh, cool.
So now we are doing a crossover with them in this kind of like 80s horror universe. So they are being hunted and at the same time are hunting this slasher, as you can see back here in the background. His name is Simon, and he hunts you in your sleep. It's freaking awesome. It's a crossover between the Kill Journal, which is my buddy Adam Lawson's comic series. So yeah, he crowdfunded that a while ago as well. So this is going to be a 60-page one-shot. We actually did a preview book that I have. One of the copies here. We sold like 50 of these, and it's just like the first chapter. It was an exclusive. It's got this crazy like sparkly cover, cool badass back
it's
here.
foil.
Yeah, it's like this twinkle foil, as they call it. I'm not a huge fan of it being called twinkle foil, but
you said twink
I can
foil?
understand that.
yeah.
Twink
So
foil. Got it.
this is like the first chapter. It's like the first 15 pages of it in black and white, but the full book is going to be full cover or full color interiors and cover, and
Nice.
yeah, it's freaking sweet.
Now, who's the artist on it then?
So the artist is Juan Gideon. He's actually
Okay.
a guy working at Marvel and DC right now. He did some issues of Venom not too long ago, and his probably his biggest thing is he did that like dinosaur Jurassic Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was cool looking stuff.
Yeah, so
That's good stuff.
Rob Willis is on the cover, but this is Juan's interior work, as you can see, Crim and Jazz here from the Lost pages.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So it's being colored right now. Actually, the interiors are all done and inked, and we're crowdfunding for the colors, the letters, and for printing, and to get it out to you guys. So this.
So what's
these
your
are,
estimated delivery on it then?
We're thinking we could get it printed by the end of the year.
Okay.
Because there's so much already done with it, and then fingers crossed, it would be cool to get it out to you guys by the end of the year so you could have it for this winter, because it's a spooky story. We wanted it to launch it around, the fall time, Halloween season. It's my first time kind of like tackling a almost psychological horror going on here, because the way that this slasher villain works is he could do anything in the dream world. So he attacks you in your sleep, in your nightmares, and we kind of wrote it this way so because Crim, the big purple guy, is the imaginary friend of Jasmine, so he kind of lives in that imaginary dream-like world as well. So you could see here he's turning into like this wrecking ball to save Jazz. The fight scenes are crazy, over the top, because they take place in the imagination, and we kind of made it so when you see the dream world, it has like this red overlay coloring to it, so it's more has that spooky horror vibe to it as well. It's gonna be pretty dope.
That's
like
weird.
Here.
My imaginary friend is a big buff guy too, so
yeah, I feel like
it's either my imaginary friend or what I wish I would have grown up to be. So it's one of those.
He protects you in your dreams, Andy.
Yeah, this is perfect for you then, Andy. This is perfect. Yeah, so there's Simon and
Nice.
Little character design here, and then we also put some of the pages that are done already in black and white, so you guys could see that these are the ones that are going to be colored. But yeah, this is the first time we're doing anything like a crossover, and if this goes well, we'll do more of them. It's been a really fun time working with Adam on this, and it was cool like collaborating with another writer, because I did the full script on it, and then we'd bounce it back and forth, where he would, change dialogue for his characters because he knows them, better than me, of course. And then so on and so forth, back and forth like that. So it's been really fun.
That's cool. I was going to ask, so you just answered it, how you guys work that way. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun doing that.
Scripted that out and then send it off to the artist. And yeah. And then if you guys have never read any of either of these series before, like the Lost Pages, we already have, like I said, 3 volumes of it out, so you can get those on the campaign. We have this little the tome version, which is basically like a catch-up book. It's all of the previous books, 1, 2, and our supplemental book in like a small manga size and in grayscale as well. So
wait, let me see again. Sorry.
It's all in
cool.
grayscale. So we were able to do this and then lower the price point. So this is $20 for 215 pages right in here. And then on top of that, you can get the third book as well, which is in full color. And then the Kill Journal too, to catch up and learn all about those characters and bring you up to date for Psycho Slumber. And we got a kick-ass exclusive shirt available on the campaign. So yeah. So like I said, turnaround time is going to be good on this one. and trying to get out just more awesome stories to you guys in the chat, all you comic readers out there, and then keep rocking and rolling on through next year.
Oh, very cool. Well, guys, definitely go check that out as well. That is definitely very cool looking. Both campaigns are.
Thank you.
And the links are being posted. The links, of course, are in the description below. So you can go there as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know a lot of you, we've got about 400 of you on watching simultaneously right now. Thank you, X. For you Rumble guys, we had problems. The Rumble did not go through. I got a big exclamation point. So I will download this and post it. We'll post them separately to Rumble for everybody, but all the links will be down in the Rumble posts as well. And hopefully next week we can get the Rumble working, but we will work on that. But a lot of you guys watch this later anyway, so links will always be posted down below for both Hojo's and Phil's stuff. You guys just click on them, go back them. Both look like great projects.
There you go.
Man.
Thank you.
And of course, Kor-Drath, The Awakening by myself and Dennis. Campaign update. We are now offering, we worked it out. We're offering the newly added beautiful poster of Adriana and Lilith by Bud Ruth and Dan Lawless. 36 by 24 or 24 by 16. You pick the size. One is $30, one is $20, and we did get one printed. Dennis has it. We got the 2 foot by 3 foot size, the larger size. It is on this very heavy matte paper. It is gorgeous. We've taken it to shows and stuff. We actually signed it. So if we're at a show and somebody wants to buy it, they can. But that's sweet. That one. These will not be signed because they do ship separately. And they are, unfortunately, United States only.
Sorry, everybody overseas, but nothing we can do about that.
Honestly, you'd be paying pretty much double. You'd be paying.
It's crazy.
Brutal, man.
Yeah, it is. It is brutal.
A book is a graphic novel itself. At least the shipping is less than what you're buying the graphic novel for overseas. The shipping on this would be more than the poster itself.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it is United States only. But
particularly like Australia, I was just going to shout out. I got Mike Bancroft's. I got your books in the mail from Australia. Crikey. Yes. Looks fantastic. Very excited. I'll probably do a video on that at some point. So check in the
right here.
on my
it's by the way, it's crikey. No, crikey. There you go. Dennis shot a video of himself reading one of Michael Bancroft's books in a bubble bath, and I was like, I don't think that's the video Michael wants to see. I can't believe you showed it to me. I'll never get that out of my head. Halloween can't come fast enough to get some more horrific images in there to replace that one. Stop with those videos. Just have the camera face down where they just have to see your hands. And nobody really wants to see those. If you could use your mind powers to flip the pages, it would be even better.
Just the art.
Yeah, all you got to do is just talk with your hands and do this, and it makes you smarter.
It does.
It really does. Yeah.
Dennis, most of you that know it, I do quick flips of all my books each week. So, I buy, it's New Comic Wednesday. So I still go to the shop, pick up all my indie comics and stuff. And I will be starting to post those tonight, tomorrow, and throughout the week. And I do that. I did do a side-by-side of the Muhammad Ali and Superman Treasury Edition. They released the facsimile. I got the foil one because I loved it. And I do a side-by-side comparison of them. So you guys can check out all those fun, great comic videos that I do. And it's all you see is my hands. None of Andy's bubble crap.
It's not mine. You're the one that took the bubble bath. And it was weird. It was green bubbles because of some weird Star Trek reference you were talking about. I'm like, I don't know any of this. And I was like, why do you have such a hairy tribble in the tub? And he goes, I don't have a tribble. That's my pubes. And I'm like, Dennis, that's enough. Slap the bubbles back over.
Our G rating just fell. Thanks, Andy. No problem with
that. Randy in Canada, I'll have to mount the Adriana and Lilith covers on the wall to make my poster. Yep, unfortunately. But that's the nice part is both of those pieces of art that make this poster are variant covers that are still available.
Yes.
Adriana is for this campaign, Kor-Drath the Awakening, and Lilith is from Kor-Drath the Reckoning, which you can get as an add-on.
But guys, these posters are awesome. When we got it, it's nothing like the paper from Walmart or any of the regular posters. This is almost like cardboard. It's archival. I was stunned at how awesome this is.
Yep, it comes in a tube packed inside another like triangular tape cardboard tube. I couldn't believe the packaging. I'm like, what do I need, a flamethrower to open this? So definitely check that out, guys. Preview pages are up, of course. All the variant covers you can pick from. The new game module Dennis wrote is selling well. So if you're into role-playing games, you definitely will want to get that so you can have the set from the first campaign too.
And I'm currently working on a mass combat rules thing right now. And some of you in the chat are giving me great suggestions and stuff. So, that will be all ready for the launch of this module.
Awesome. There you go. And the next stretch goal at 60,000 is the Bart Sears Dan Lawless mini print we're doing that is from the cover of the new game module.
Sweet.
So go check it out, guys. Got the signed and graded edition that you guys can get, the big collectors, and of course the collector's box. Let's get down there. Where are we at? Come on now. There it is. If you get the Awakening tier, which is everything in this campaign in the box, well, all the covers, I should say, the minifigure is separate because that would not fit in the box. But it will come in this nice collector's box, shipped inside another box, so this box doesn't get messed up. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Botox box.
Go get it. If you're a fan, Conan, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, you will love this. Go check it out. And for those of you that back the Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle children's book, it is off to the printer. We approved the final proofs last night. So within a couple weeks, we'll have those back from the printer and start shipping those out just in time for Christmas. And thank you, Randy. The link is in the description below. That campaign is still live, so you can still back it now, get it in time for Christmas. And there you go.
Awesome.
What's the movie we're seeing tomorrow night?
Speak No Evil. That is the movie of the week. James McAvoy as a psychotic, friendly neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
Invites a family.
Yeah.
And
is that a remake?
A nice guy.
Is it a remake?
Yeah.
It is technically a remake of I think it's a Dutch film.
Yeah, I feel like
it wasn't American, but it was originally a Dutch one.
I saw the trailer. It looked pretty like something I'd like to watch. Did you guys see Beetlejuice yet?
No.
Beetlejuice?
Have you?
I have.
And just thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, I thumbs down it.
Oh no! Yes,
no spoiler.
My family is flying in this weekend, so we are probably trying to squeeze it in with the whole family. So we decided to go that route. But man, especially with Jenna Ortega, I was kind of really hoping this was going to be great. So
I don't want to influence you.
No influence.
Watch it, enjoy it.
My daughter wants to see it. She loved the first one, so my wife did. So we'll probably try and catch it this weekend too. So if we do, 2 movie reviews.
We just finished. We did watch Rebel Ridge, and that is on Netflix. And we will be doing a review for that. Don Johnson plays a police officer.
Okay, yeah, now I know what that is. I didn't know.
Yeah. So we will be coming out with that one. So if we give it the thumbs up or thumbs down, you guys can watch it on Netflix and not even have to go to the theater.
That's right. And there you go. So next week we will be back 3 p.m. as always on Wednesday afternoon. It's nice and sunny out. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining us today, Hojo.
No,
Phil,
thanks for having me.
appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me, man.
And again, the links for both of the campaigns are down below, and we've been popping them up. We've got 460 of you watching right now, so do me a favor, take those links, go follow them, and back these campaigns.
That's right. Check out Kor-Drath as well. Until next time, bye-bye, everybody. Have
Live
a
long and
great
prosper.
day.